Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Duggan and we're in Minecraft again today. We finished the storage room yesterday, so we're good. The storage room is all set up. We can move on to other things. We have a great place to kind of build from now. And I noticed the other day when I was taking screenshots that there's some stuff on the second floor that's not symmetrical and some blocks I want to switch out. So we're just going to start by puttering around. I might dig out some more of the power core chamber as well today, just kind of get that done. And also we need more quartz. We used a lot of it when we built the last room there in the storage room. So that's what's up. Sitting Stan, hello, how's it going? SweetSandi, good to see you. Mikatu is around, so is Cosmic Dancer lurking in the background. Good stuff, good stuff. There is nothing really new to report. There was a new snapshot, but we'll talk about that on the Monday show on the Spawn Chunks. SweetSandi says, you didn't realize that you have too little pink? Nope, I quite purposefully have no pink in the command center. If you want to build a pink command center that's the size of a mushroom island, you go ahead. That is the beautiful thing about Minecraft. Oh, I wonder, for people that are new to the stream, if they understand the level of time in my chat that's spent trying to get me to build stuff in pink. Right? So it's just it's a bit of an in-joke now, but like I ignore 90% of the pink jokes. But if you're here live, you can read 100% of them. Usually from 2 to 3 people. Just you'll find out who they are. Anyway, I need more carrots is the first thing, and now I need to remember where indeed did I put the carrots. These are all not empty. Maybe a little bit of rearranging, I think, here. They might be over here now. Carrots. I feel like here is a good place to put them because we usually need to combine them with gold. And I don't have any gold. And we're going to have to go get some gold. Maybe that's the first thing we do today. Road trip. The inventory is empty. Maybe a good thing to do. Maybe we'll just go trade some quartz and then go get some gold. Ms. Mist, good to see you. We can probably take these out now too. I don't think we need to get down underneath everything. We might want to bring this with us and get some more iron while we're gone too. We'll replenish some of the quartz. Has anyone been keeping an eye on the Artemis 2 mission from NASA? They had to delay it. I guess there was a hydrogen leak. I saw the news post on YouTube the other day. That's what I was going to do this weekend, was try to get some friends together to watch that. But now it's March 6th at the earliest. I will be checking it out, but it's been hard. I resubscribed to the NASA YouTube channel and set up notifications, but I feel like even though I was subscribed, I wasn't getting notified when there was new stuff. Especially live. I find YouTube is terrible about letting me know when a channel that I follow is live. I'm sure there's some setting a sub menu that I can't find because the YouTube UI for behind the scenes is awful, as most things with Google are. Ms. Mist, thanks very much. I'm glad you like it. I'm really happy with the storage room. It's going to be where we're going to be spending so much time there. I said this the other day, but one of the mistakes I made with Westhill, the medieval town that I spent 5 years building, was that I did not spend enough time early on making the the storage room look cool and fun. Even if it was a temporary build, the couple of hours that you would invest in a build to then spend 5 years, you know, using as your springboard for everything else you're building in the area, it's well worth the time investment. So this was like 15 hours. It was like 4 or 5 streams to get this going. I guess we don't really need any more iron right now. You saw the delay in Artemis? Yeah. Alright, so that's feeling a little bit better. Probably have to do that a couple times today. Sort of another location for this too. It's weird how changing dimensions now chugs my computer. So this won't take very long. Need to get a little bit of gold for the carrots. First I should just check to see if it's already here. Nope. Not much going on. Oh, did I bring... Are they in here? I don't know if I brought the right sword. Yes. Getting low on snowballs. So one of the great things about our sound mod is I can turn these guys down. Oh, my auto clicker is not working. Fine. Miss, you've never tried this style of building, so like the sci-fi stuff? It's challenging. It's not easy. The palette is really limited, and the blocks that you like and want to use are usually difficult to get or hard to mine. So it's a real pain. So like concrete, and then when the blocks that you like for most of the builds, they don't have stairs or slabs, so it's really hard to get more modern looking shapes that aren't just boxes. I guess I could just leave this go, because they do drop gold regardless of whether you punch them. I don't need to repair anything as far as I can tell. Is there anything in here that needs repairing? Not much. Very rare do we run out of reinforcements. I'll just do this for a couple of minutes, then we'll go grab the gold. Some of it ends up being stuck up there, which is unfortunate. They lost me for a second. Sometimes it's stress release just to actually hit them. Yeah, that's fair. Hey Sandy, you make pink jokes and I fly in the nether. That's how that works. That's the trade-off. Let's just see how much that has given us. Not a lot, but I just need like half a stack of carrots to get through the stream. I think that should be okay. Yeah, that should do. That should do us, I think. Ms. Mist, you might have missed it at the beginning, and if you once you hang around in my chat a little bit longer, you'll realize that whenever I ask what blocks should I use, inevitably Cosmics or Sandy or maybe one other person will suggest pink, and I never listen. I'm sure I've cleared out the gold in any other place that I keep it, so that's all we have for now. There's also a golden block in my chest, but I'll leave that. Pink is not banned. Do you understand that the piglin farm is pink? Like, it's an interesting place to have that conversation. I think there's pink in the nether hubs too. Yeah, that makes my music skip too. I think we're going to keep the carrots over here. Maybe this bottom right crafter can be a bunch of utility stuff. So like snowballs for the ghast. Maybe some potions. Apps. More potions. Oh, and these ones are usually good ones to have handy too. Might have more potions or something somewhere. I could put invisible item frames on these, but I don't want to mess with the nice clean aesthetic. Nothing in those yet. I think that's probably best kept in there. Try to keep things somewhat organized. all the plants in one. Cool. All right, I wanted to use some white concrete and yellow terracotta because I like the way that this looks, but not the way that it looks over there. So we're gonna grab the yellow terracotta. And the white concrete. I think that's all I need. I might need some tuff as well. I also don't have a bed, which I realized the other day. Where can we hide a bed in here? See it there. Well, maybe we'll just tuck it here for now. So I just started. There is 2 deep slate, 2 tough, and then I've got 3, and then 1, and then 2. It looks like it's 4 blocks tall. But this is white, I think. That looks about right. Oh no, that isn't. Well, we'll try both. What we like. That's better. Goonie Katie, thanks for the sub. 4 months in a row. Appreciate the support. Hope you're having a good day so far. About right to me. So it's a really simple fix, but it will hopefully make this upper floor feel a little bit more tied together. Because one of the things it does is it takes the colors from down below and it kind of brings them up into the top. We might try to continue that stripe up, but I don't know. If we did that, it would break the orange. I'm not sure. I'm also thinking about changing this stone material into something else. I think it might be better as andesite blocks, but I'm not sure. There's a hole there. Apparently I did not finish this side. It's starting to look better, although I don't know about the orange and the purple. I mean, we might want to have a different color here. One is obviously the same. Oh, are we out of concrete? We're out of concrete. I'm gonna grab some andesite while I'm here too. We have to make more concrete. Now, where do I keep the sand and gravel? Probably should keep it over here. Sandstone. I know the gravel's over here. Move that. Somewhere? Thought the gravel was here. Oh no, here it is here. And then sand? I guess the sand is all back here. I must have really emptied a thing of sand. Oh, there we go. There's the one that's empty. You know what? It's probably easier to dye the shulker.
So Sandy was busy watching Olympic hockey, not watching the chat and stream, so she asked me to ask you if you saw the sub.
Yes, I did get the sub. Also, I need to give a shout out to MindTripMedia that gave me 100 bits yesterday just as I ended the stream. I didn't catch it until after the stream was already rated into Pearlescent Moon. Yeah, I got it, Sandy, thanks. I still haven't figured out how to fix it, but the stream notifications are twice as loud for me in this scene for Minecraft than it is the other games, so I definitely hear them. Gray. What I want. I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm gonna keep my empty shulker boxes. Probably in that last bin. This is a lot of utility stuff. I feel like the empty shulker boxes should be here. All right, it's full. Thought I had more of those little shulkers around. Oh yeah, they're there. Kind of the catch everything shulker. I feel like I should have crafting tables everywhere. I wonder if there's a decent reason for maybe putting. I don't want to get rid of the lights. I think the only one I could do is there. Might be worth doing. Rather than having just the one crafting table back here. I also don't have a concrete maker either. I can't focus on two things at the same time either. I was watching Pixelriff's D&D stream, and there's a couple points where they take breaks, they run ads, and I opened up my phone and I was watching TikTok or something, and then when they started up again, and I was trying to watch both at the same time because it was a slow part of the campaign, it was like, nope, I can't. I'm just not that person that can do two things at once. Knitting and watching works fine. Yeah, I used to be able to when I did a lot of comic work, I used to be able to draw my comics and listen to podcasts and listen to audiobooks. That's how I listened to all of Game of Thrones, was audiobooks while I was drawing Star-Crossed comics. But I couldn't write the comics, and I couldn't be lettering the balloons. The lettering of the balloons had to be music or it had to be silence. And writing the comics, I needed. Usually, I did that at a cafe. Like background noise is fine, but not like anything I'm specifically paying attention to. You'd think there would be a faster way to do this that would involve TNT, eh? The one that I have in the modern city is really cool because you can put all of your stacks in a dropper above you, and for every one that you mine, an observer clicks the dropper, and so it's always refreshing your inventory until you completely run out of stuff. So you don't have to keep on refreshing the stack, which is nice. We haven't been outside in a long time. I forget how big this place is. Also, I want to bring this up so that they're all the same. Cool. So then I want to also look underneath here and see if there's any unnecessary scaffolding that I don't need. No, I think we're good here. So I can just remove this. Oop. I feel like there's probably a few things under here that I can get rid of. Oh no. Pretty solid. At some point I'm sure we'll have to go underneath it, so I'm going to leave that scaffolding there for now. Cool. Yeah, the big one is going to be behind everything. Throw that up too. All right, we don't need this over there like that. A little tidier. I keep on forgetting that I have access to the tops of these places with these elevators. I can just get out here rather than going all the way to the top. Alright, so I do have some scaffolding back here. There's one over here too. I think what I'll do is I'll put 2 at the back. Of course, now that I'm down here, I got nowhere up. I guess one in the middle is probably decent. Leave all that there. This is currently off, I think. Yeah. Now this one I think is going to be a bit of a mess. That one there. The way that we design this, you can't actually get around to the back. So I think it makes sense to have a little bit of scaffolding at each end that we'll just leave. One there. Same thing here. Yeah, it's not exactly like in an orderly fashion, but the fact that it's there, pretty good. Yeah, there's one there. That's kind of in the middle, and that's fine. All right, not as bad as I thought. At some point, I'm going to move the ghast and the villagers and all of this. Because we don't have infinite water source hidden in our little piston reveal, so we'll have to figure that out too. So over here, we've got 2 blocks above the deep slate, and then that's the right platform. I need to maybe extend the elevators up a little bit, and then I want to take and maybe attempt to mimic that and put in another floor. I would like to get rid of these 2 spokes. We'll need some diorite. Mostly just because it's easy to work with and temporary. I don't think I have any plans for the floor. I would imagine if we did anything, we'll do quartz again, because it'll look really cool on this top floor. I like this staircase sort of idea. Are we seriously out of diorite? No. That would be silly. Put some of this back. I'll leave the tough. I might need some of that. really wish sometimes that you could have things go automatically into a chest and then into shulkers. I do find sometimes keeping things organized is a little tedious. Yeah, need diorite is not something you hear every day. That's right. I was gonna fly, but I can just take the elevator. We have those now. Oh, I put all that stuff away. So I guess for now, around the elevator, I'll just use polished andesite. Just to mark that. Base. And if this is what we're going to do, one of the things I want to be able to do is if I decide, okay, well, this is all going to be a flat floor, then I could use quartz slabs and save myself a ton of blocks. And that's why we're doing it this way with diorite first. It seems like I'm making like extra work for myself, but I feel like it's one of those situations in Minecraft where it's like measure twice, cut once, or measure 3 times. Usually ends up saving you time of redoing things, especially when you're dealing with blocks that may not be instant mine. You know, like if it's a harder block that you can't pick up as easily, a little bit trickier. Now, how many of these do we have? We've got, up until the potential door, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Odd. Do I have it? 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I could change that. If that would be 3 wide anyway, at least. And I'm just going with the edge of the build there. So 10 to the center. Wait, I have that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's one more. 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't know. Did I take the diorite all the way up to the edge? I think I did. Yeah. Now the windows are probably going to have to move. Remember this from last time. Last time I did this dirt removal first and it was an absolute mess. So this time we're going to do it with something to catch all the dirt blocks on. Okay, so it was 10 blocks to the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Okay. We'll do one on either side. Takes that down to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That puts the elevators right in the middle. I think that's probably going to be where we'd start with that. And I don't remember, these are pretty big. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wide. Yeah, I guess that'll be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 block. How many blocks is that? 3? 3, yep. So roughed in, something like that. It's a little squat, but that's also because I'm using blocks and not stairs. Might as well finish it up. Yeah, I think that could potentially work. And then what was the measurement on the other side? I think it was another 10. So in this case, it'll be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we'll do 11 because we need something to put the stuff on. One of the downsides about using all this diorite is that when this project is over, I'm going to have a ton of polished diorite that I've been using to measure things out. It's going to have to be my measuring block of choice from now on the server because we just will have so much of it. Thanks for the heads up on the break, Sandy. Appreciate it. Cool. Let's do that. Folks, if you're new to the channel, I take a break once an hour. And it gives me an opportunity to grab another glass of water, cup of coffee. You should do the same. Grab a break, grab a friend. I'll be right back. Hey, Drew Jen, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day so far. Need 4 of these. I still haven't gotten Swift Sneak. Something I should probably do at some point. There always seems to be something to build, so I'm never really taking a break to go on a hunt for an enchantment. Because that's going to be like in a chest in the Deep Dark, right? It'd be so weird to have roofs on all this and not have the sunlight come in to help with seeing what we're doing. Blue Crow, a watch stream streak of 10 streams in a row. That's amazing. Thank you. The city thingy deep down and the monsters lurking in every corner? Yeah, I've not really spent much time at all in the Deep Dark. All right, let's go get some slabs. First, I think I'm going to get rid of these things. Don't really need them on these two sides now. Some of this stuff is going to fall all the way to the bottom of the world. Maybe not the bottom of the world, but certainly the bottom of the build. We're missing glass here, I just realized. Sounds like a future Joel problem? Yeah, 100%. Where was that? Over there. Oh, that's the wrong one. Alright, so that's done there. That's the storage room there. I need some slabs. We're gonna need more than that. I should bring a crafting bench with me. Thought I had spares. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I have one of those already. I don't know why I have name tags in there. I should put that in there. So this was 10 and then 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 6. Yeah. This will be 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 on the end. Right to there. Now this, unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be an easy way to do this. I think we just have to put it on the roof and then go collect it. But I didn't think I did the whole... I did do the whole width. Okay. Cool. Sort of. Cool, and then I have a mess to have to clean up. I do remember everything falling down the edges from last time. But we do have all the scaffolding now, so it shouldn't be too hard. If there's only a mod that can get all those blocks back for you, that's fair. I still think that this is faster. Although that reminds me, I should really check to see our crystals are probably full. Same with our sheep. Our wool shulker boxes are probably full. I think they were full last time and I was supposed to fix it, then I didn't. We should do that now when I think about it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with 4 shulker boxes of white wool. First. Wool. And I'll leave one for amethyst. Oh, I don't have any blue. And with the black concrete floor, that black shelter box just disappears. Blue. Where did I put them? There. I guess I could condense some of that down, but I don't know if we can turn them back at this point. I also don't remember what floor that's on. I want to say first one? Not that way. Reaper. Good to know we've got a mob farm going on. And they're going exactly the way that I want to go. Come on out. There we go. Oh, it's not full. That's surprisingly slow. We need some lights in here. Oh, there's where the dark spots are. Not here. It's outside. What is this blue thing that I'm looking at? Oh, it's the box of the beacons. Right. So those... You start putting lights in the corners, I guess. Good to know. Well, the amethyst farm is very slow. And the sheep farm is going to be faster, though. Probably fill this one up. Probably another stack at least. Because all the hoppers would be full. And this is just 2 sheep. We could even do with 1. Go. I do like how this thing looks like it's a runway with the way that I've lit up the insides at night. And so I want to try and take that happy accident and move it to another part of the design. I think having some sort of like ship runway or something like that could be really fun. Don't think wool is out here because I don't tend to use it that much. I don't even know why I have a sheep farm. I think I just built it because I needed something. Calico, hello, welcome in. I feel like I've got this stuff over here. Other side. Probably better to actually use the blocks for the blocks because we can always repurpose them later. Because there's a chance I'm not going to be using all the diorite. Of course, I ran out. Oh no. I'm not going to have enough. At least not on this pass. Oh well, I'll just use these. Don't remember how wide the other one is. That was a guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was one off. So that's the basics of the upper floor, I think. I really don't know how we're going to transition from one to the other. I'd like to try to figure that out. This is the elevator, so I guess there's going to be some sort of railing again here. I guess we could try some deep slate. Where do I keep the deep slate? Or the mycelium? I guess it's just one of those that's not full. There it is there. So how do we want to handle these next floors? I don't think they're going to be connected. I don't think I'm going to put a walkway. Like, I don't think there's going to be another one of those. I guess there could be. But I also need to think about how the roof is going to attach. I think what's going to happen here is that these are going to turn into bulkheads for the roof. The elevators are pretty white. That's an outside block? Yeah. I guess I should tackle the elevators first. Yeah, the more I do this, the more I think we're going to need multiple crafting tables. So this is an outside block? No. Okay. That is. Or at least temporarily it is. And this is. Yeah. Okay. So the honey blocks usually have lights on them. And we can cover the water column up with yellow. No, that has to be honey. In this particular situation, because... Yeah, you hit your head. Right, okay. I don't remember where I put that. Got gunpowder in here somewhere too. Where did I keep the gunpowder? I actually have surprisingly a lot of storage, which is good, but it's almost too much. Not too much, but like it's very separated. All right, so these have got to be honey across there. So both of these have got to be, or this at least is going to be honey. I think if this is a block, you also catch your head on it. Yeah, okay. So honey there, which means we're probably going to put lights behind it at the height of the top of it. So we'll do that. Well, that looks better. It might be better just to have lights across the whole thing. I've not built the top of one of these before. I don't know. Seems to work okay. I like what I did below with the quartz, so maybe we'll try some quartz too. The quartz across there. Yeah. Now that's not going to look good with white concrete. So maybe we'll skip that. And I'll use smooth quartz and some white glass paints. I really need to make a texture pack that separates smooth quartz and regular quartz in my inventory. little square. Whoops. Oh, maybe we need some glass too. Yeah, that helps a little bit. Sort of feels like what we've got going on down there. That can't be, that has to be honey in order for it to function. This glass shouldn't worry about it though. Like, the glass shouldn't be an issue. Yeah. This feels weird though. I don't know. Do we like it encased like that, or do you want it more exposed? If we do, maybe we can use some quartz stairs. I have to use smooth stairs, but like that. Yeah, that might be better. Although that sticks out as far as the door. The door might have to be smaller. That would get us outside of that, though. I think we're going to skip this and go back to diorite. You don't bonk your head on the way up? I don't think so. If I do, it's ever so slightly. A little bulky. We might be able to get away with pushing this a little higher. So maybe we'll put pale oak shelves here. There's a hole there. And I guess at some point we've got to think about how this is going to look when you're traveling up the thing too, right? Close some of it off. Yeah, I definitely want to have something there. It starts to feel a little bit like a temple. And then of course it would need something on top of this too. I'm probably gonna have to redesign the outside so it works. So down below, we used honey and glass. Or honey and, yeah, honey and glass panes. I could do honey. And lights behind it. Looks pretty cool. It's not like we're going up any farther, I don't think. Because these elevators, it's not easy to get off. Well, it's not impossible. It's not easy to get off kind of like where you want. Yeah, I think the outside is going to have to be redesigned a bit. At that point, we have to figure out what the ceiling is going to look like. And honestly, it's probably going to have more stairs. I mean, it looks like an elevator to me. The question is now, does it stick out too far? I don't think I want the door to be narrower. Not the end of the world, though. Yeah, it's not bad. Kind of another overlapping shape here. I was going to put some of these lights here, but I think this is going to help. Maybe we'll just end up putting the little ones here. Maybe we don't do white. Maybe we do yellow. think they have to be lower. Almost hidden behind the elevator, yeah. Well, this is probably going to end up being smooth quartz. And I don't think I'm going to do, I don't know. I'm not sure if we're going to do something like this with the signs. I need more signs. I wish these were a little faster going down. Even with the shift button, it's not great. I don't know. I think I might prefer tighter door. They don't all have to be the same size, right? Yeah, maybe we do that, and then in the middle we'll do this. One, two, three, four. Need more stairs. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? I have that stuff on me. Let's just put a little workstation up here. $2. Thanks, Sandy. Appreciate it. Not sure about that one. We'll see. Plus, if I do quartz here, I don't want to do quartz floor, so we're going to be stuck with a different kind of floor. So we'll have to figure that out. I do like the dark floors. I think it's a cool look. And we've got an absolute ton of room, like 4 blocks deep or something like that. So, well, even more so up there. We've got 4 here. We'll probably got 8 up there. So, anyway, I take a break about once an hour, folks. If you're watching this later on Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube, you can always like the video if you're enjoying it. Maybe subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss the VODs. I do obviously record live every Tuesday to Friday at 9 a.m., Saturdays at 1. I'll be right back. I think old Nintendo or somebody asked about the mushroom biome. I thought I saw a question. Yeah, what made you choose the mushroom biome for the creation of the fine establishment? The ability to go really dark with the lighting and not have to worry about mob spawns. Well, unless we're down below because of the lush caves. Mobs will still spawn in the lush caves. Dom Adams, hello, hello. I don't know about anybody else. My world, the Citadel, is 9 years old. I really don't know what we're doing at the top floor here, though. So I need to figure that out. I've got all this space, but I don't know what to do with it. Like, we don't need it for storage. I'm not even sure what the roof looks like. It's pretty flat in the inspiration. So like the reference image, there's not a lot going on. I guess I could try to mirror the deep slate, see what that looks like. This is the other problem with these elevators, is that you tend to miss and fall on your face. I might want to go higher than that. Give me a chance to put something in between. I don't know about symmetrical. Maybe we'll go... Yeah, actually that's not bad. A little dark, but we could put something in this strip here. And I don't think this is going to be closed off. The other thing is that this could end up being a really important support for like the ceiling. So we might want to have like something here. This might not be open at all. It could be completely closed off. But when you come up here, there's just a wall here. Have not figured that out yet. At any rate, I do like the elevator, so we're gonna mirror that on this side, I think. It lights all the way up. It was orange. And I think that's it. Don't really need that, I don't think. Yeah, this is really annoying. I wish there was a better way to do it. Lights on the outside. One, two, three, four, five, six. More smooth quartz required. I think I've got some stuff to smelt. Should be in here. Yes. Second block. This lights behind the honey blocks look really cool. What do I do up top there? More lights. Is that right? No. Stairs are in the wrong spot. Regular stairs. Well, those are the wrong kind of stairs anyway. No, I did that wrong again. How did I? Oh, they go over the... There's honey blocks there. What do I like better? I think that looks a little bit tighter. Oh no, I like the glass out farther. The Black Suit Empire, thanks very much for the follow. Appreciate it. You know, you haven't slept in a while. The only thing that spawns naturally in a mushroom biome. I feel like there might be some new people here. So to kind of quickly bring you up to speed, we're building a giant sci-fi base, loosely based off of this, this image. On the outside anyway. And so on a large mushroom island, a really large build. We've not finished the outside walls and the corners, but the main wings are kind of done. And it's not a ship, it's like it's a base, but I call them wings in the same way that a museum has wings, right? And that's kind of where we're at. We spent the last couple streams working on a storage room. So we've got villager trading for quartz in here. And we've got a storage room in here. So at least it looks cool. And it's a pretty big island. So we're in good shape for space. You can barely see this effect in the sunlight. It's kind of funny. I kind of like... I feel like it pushed back a little bit. No, I think the other way is fine. Up here and fix this. So then I've got stairs here. And then lights. Am I out of lights? Did I drop them? No, they're there. Thanks for the lyric blast, Jordan. Appreciate it. Boom. I wonder if it would be cool to change one of these to something darker. And keep the yellow. Not bad. I would say maybe more of a cyan terracotta situation. But I don't think I have that right now. Some, not very much. This is a problem. Weirdly, that looks strange compared to this. Huh, I did not anticipate that. I guess it's the border on the deep slate that keeps this from being too busy. Huh. blocks here. And then this is all lit up in a specific way. We'll do that here as well. And I guess we'll just do it all the way up. Put some temporary blocks. Probably in here. A little bright. Maybe we don't do that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes. You don't notice it on this one so much. It does flash, it's just that it's not so bright. That's probably going to be boring. I don't really have a way to get in and out of here easily. You kind of got to squeeze through a little opening here. Oops, not that way. That's a little bit better, I think. Yeah. Oops. That looks okay down here. I think we need to remove one more here. Cool. They look really cool at night. Which means nothing, because once this place has got a roof, it's not going to matter. Not really sure how we're going to handle that. They're not symmetrical right now, but that's okay. We're still experimenting with stuff. So in here, obviously this door is going to then open up to a bigger room. And I do like what we've been doing with bulkheads designs. I really feel like a window up here is going to be necessary. It's going to have to be higher, I think. Or maybe multiple windows. But I do like the bulkhead design idea. So let's bring this over to here. And then got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If we push that a little bit farther back. Probably more like 9. Yeah. We do probably same sort of design done before. But then we'll have to cut out a window, probably make it a little bit taller. And the good news here is we've got lots of depth, so like we could make the window quite thick. So this is actually maybe a little bit too far back. Because then we could have glass blocks here. Obviously not yellow, but and then potentially have some other kind of decorations or something. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know, maybe something like that. Have that layered bulkhead look, and then that would give us some room here to put like light panels or something cool in the wall. You could imagine something here. I'm not sure what shape it would take, but something like that. I don't know. I keep on repeating the same ideas over and over again, but it needs light, otherwise it gets very, very dark. And then some of these could maybe even be lit in here. I'm not sure about this door design. I feel like we might have to revisit this. Hmm. I think one of the things that's frustrating is not knowing how big the roof is. So we'll have to maybe tackle that first. And it is starting to throw me off with the walls and the floor being the same color. I don't want to copy what we did below, but I really do like the depth in the floor. I have no idea what this room is even going to be used for up here. I mean, it's basically an observation deck, but like, I'd want to have something in here that looks like it's a workstations or something. Well, thanks, Sandy. Yeah, I mean, it's got a lot of potential. Originally, I was going to use these as storage. Like this space here was going to be storage for me, but I don't think I need it. So we can be more decorative with it. And because of the lack of windows, I feel like having something here would be cool. And if we do this, then we can make the windows a different color. And a different shape too. Don't have any stairs. Hold on. By having a really deep window, I do this. And then from the outside, I don't know. I'm not sure if I like that or not. I think I prefer the longer, thinner windows. But we could also make it 5 high and then cut it in half. I don't know. I feel like it might be better narrow. Plus, we'd want to maybe line it up with that one. Could make sense. But then that leaves, like, what do you do with the bottom of it, right? You can sort of see from the reference like where the inspiration is for it, but I'm definitely moving it to a higher position. I mean, not that we can't have both, but I like the numbers, so we might try to keep those. But then this is off by 1, so we'll have to figure that out. Whoops. Yeah, there's a lot of experimenting I think that has to happen. Plus I need to figure out where the roof is going to be. But I like the idea of having like something happening in this space and then something happening in this space. And then when you get to here, I kind of want it to have like a wraparound console maybe. I don't want to get too deep though, because if you get too far away from the edge, like you can't really see. So you want to be able to walk up pretty close. So I don't know. I mean, at most, just a single block. I mean, you lose a lot of the view. So even just a single block would be fine. Unless we go up another stair, because then you'd be up here. And actually, that's a much better view. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Oh yeah, okay. I like that a lot better. And then imagine, like, all this stuff here is temporary. Imagine, like, sci-fi buildings just, like, everywhere. No mushrooms. Just concrete paradise. When you get a roof on this thing, you might need an entry point. Maybe they should be doors? They should be doors. Oh, these? Oh, I'm gonna do, so you see the tower in the middle? I think there's gonna be empty spots there. So what I'm thinking is that there's gonna be some structure here. I don't think it's gonna be super tall, but I think I might be able to utilize the top parts of these as like landing strips. and like an entrance. Do you remember where not Anakin, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Jango Fett fought in Attack of the Clones on Kamino? Like, it was this large landing strip and there was like a door at the end. I kind of think that would be cool. But there's also these like antennae and other things. So maybe it's not all of them. Maybe it's just one of them. Like maybe the one that's north, which is this one that I'm on. Yeah. Because that's my storage room, right? So like maybe I end up with a way down, like you come in here and then you can get down into this. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we continue these elevators up. I don't know what the practical way to do that is. If there's going to be an easy way to get off at this floor, like I don't know. I mean, maybe there's an elevator here, you know, maybe because of the nature of these things going up in one destination from one floor to the other rather than multiple stops, maybe the thing to do is to have another elevator here come up. I don't know. But we'll see. I like the idea of this being up high though. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how much work this is going to be. But you can imagine flying around in like the sci-fi zone, right? You're doing something over here or whatever, and you got to go back, and like you could go down there, or you could just kind of like come in for a landing like right here and then walk right into whatever the top floor is. I don't know, maybe we put a lot of our stuff on the top floor. I don't know yet. I haven't really figured that part out. I have not figured that part out. I'm not sure about the windows. I wish there was a way. I mean, we could also just put windows that don't really do anything. We could put a window down lower beneath the floor and just have lights behind it. So similar to how this has got like a light up here, we could just have like a strip of light. Because this is really dark on the outside. And that's one of the things that I don't like about the outside is that we've got so much happening in here and the light really helps with the detail. And then outside, it's pretty dull. Now, this will be better once we have lights in here and this is all finished. This will be very bright, which is cool. But I'm kind of thinking that it would be nice to have more of this. Like we've got these lights that are kind of like hidden behind here, shining up. And I think it would be cool. I really wish I had thought ahead of time and had built these thicker, because it would be cool to have the reverse of that and have like rows of light in between them. I don't think I want to get down into that kind of. I don't want to start backtracking either. But we could cut into this and have like a light or something. I think we tried that at one point. It didn't look the best. Yeah, the view is definitely better one block up. I agree. And that's good. That means that some of our subfloor is already done. Maybe we have to go up sooner. Maybe we have to be. Maybe these stairs should take you straight up to the highest spot. Then again, it could be a cool reward to get out to the end. Because here you get like the 360, right? And this wouldn't be straight. This would be like a, I don't know. that. Could be several slabs here too. Yeah. Very much thinking about it like a bridge to a ship or something, even though it's not meant to be a flying ship. Nice. Well, I'm glad I've got some sort of a start on the 3rd floor. It's kind of fun to have something up here to mess around with. Definitely have to think about the colors. I like the white. I'm not sure about the orange. I feel like it kind of clashes with the purple. Either way, that is where I need to wrap things up. Let me just see who's live. Send you along to somebody else playing the Minecraft. Pixelriffs is playing Minecraft. Does anybody know if Pix is going to be streaming for a bit longer, and is he switching to something else? I don't have anybody else in my stream list outside of, well, I got maybe one person I can send you to. Still digging? Cool. Let's do that. We'll raid the Pixelriffs. Thanks so much for hanging out today, folks. I really appreciate the modding help, Sandy. Sorry if I didn't see your comment. For anybody that was new to the chat, sometimes when I'm in build mode, I kind of forget. So I appreciate the patience, and it's a pretty chill stream here anyway. Pix is my co-host on the Spun-Chunks podcast. If you're not listening to that already, it's free every Monday. Available on Spotify, YouTube, and your favorite podcasting app. It's all about Minecraft. We'll be talking about the latest snapshot this coming Monday. You can also listen to the Citadel Cafe and support me on Patreon. Patreon is patreon.com/JoelDuggan. It's less than a cup of coffee, keeps me streaming, and it's a great way to support me or any of your favorite Twitch creators, actually. I will be back tomorrow, Friday, 9 a.m., probably Hightail. We're going to take a break, I think, from Minecraft and see what we can do on Hightail, and then Saturday at 1, probably back in Minecraft. So either way, I will see you tomorrow. Have a fantastic afternoon. Bye for now.